What if I told you there's a type of business that can teach you more about money, leadership, confidence, and real-world success than most college degrees? And it's not what you think. In a world where people chase quick profits and overnight wins, Robert Kiyosaki introduces a very different idea, a business school built for everyday people. People who want to grow, who want to help others, and who want financial freedom without needing massive capital or a perfect resume. This isn't just another book about making money. It's about 8 hidden values buried inside the world of network marketing, values that most people never notice because they're too busy judging the industry from the outside. Kiyosaki argues that while the money can be good, the real treasure is what this business turns you into: a stronger communicator, a more emotionally intelligent leader, a person who can build relationships, influence others, and stay resilient when life hits hard. Imagine a school where the tuition is low, the risk is small, and the lessons you learn prepare you not just for business but for life. A school where you're surrounded by people who actually want you to succeed. A school where the more you help others rise, the more you rise yourself. Sounds unreal, right? But this is the foundation of the business school. A book that flips traditional education on its head and reveals why so many financially successful people started in network marketing. So if you're ready to explore a business model that teaches personal growth as its core product and discover why Kiyosaki believes it's one of the most powerful entrepreneurial training grounds, then this summary is for you. Let's dive into the hidden lessons that could change the way you think about money, success, and helping people. Chapter 1 opens with one of Robert Kiyosaki's central questions. Why do the rich keep getting richer, even when they don't always work harder or have more talent? According to Kiyosaki, the answer lies in mindset and financial education, not luck or background. The rich think differently about money, business, and opportunity, and those differences compound over time. Kiyosaki explains that most people are trained to follow the same path: go to school, get good grades, find a secure job, and work your way up. This traditional route produces good employees, but it rarely produces financially independent people. The rich, by contrast, focus on learning how to build assets, how to create systems, and how to leverage other people's time and talents. While the average person works for money, the rich build systems that allow money to work for them. He introduces the idea that network marketing is valuable not because of the income potential alone, but because it trains people to think and behave more like entrepreneurs. Traditional education teaches facts and professional skills, but it rarely teaches communication, leadership, emotional resilience, or financial literacy. Kiyosaki argues that these soft skills are actually the real foundation of wealth creation. Another key point in the chapter is the distinction between linear income and leveraged income. Employees earn linear income trading time for money. Entrepreneurs build leveraged income earning from systems, networks, and assets that continue generating value even when they're not physically working. The rich understand that leverage is essential. Without it, you're limited to your own hours. Kiyosaki uses personal stories from his rich dad to highlight how wealthy individuals constantly develop themselves. They invest in learning, build relationships with other growth-minded people, and take calculated risks. Meanwhile, people with a scarcity mindset avoid opportunities, fear failure, and often stay stuck in the same financial patterns for decades. The chapter emphasizes that the true advantage of the rich is not money, it's perspective. Rich people see business everywhere. They look for ways to add value, ways to expand, ways to create systems. They aren't afraid of rejection or discomfort because they understand that growth happens outside the comfort zone. This is exactly the kind of mindset cultivated inside network marketing, a focus on self-development, resilience, and relationship building. Kiyosaki concludes the chapter by stating that becoming rich is less about the industry you choose and more about the person you become. The real wealth is in building confidence, communication skills, leadership, and the ability to inspire others. These are skills rarely taught in school, but they are essential for anyone who wants financial freedom. Chapter 1 sets the tone for the rest of the book. Money is a result, not the starting point. The rich get rich because they focus on growth, leverage, and mindset, long before the money shows up. In Chapter 2, Robert Kiyosaki challenges one of the biggest misconceptions in personal finance, the belief that there's only one legitimate or respectable path to becoming wealthy. Most people are raised to think the formula is simple: get a good education, find a stable job, save money, and eventually accumulate enough to retire. Kiyosaki argues that this formula may have worked decades ago, but it no longer reflects how real wealth is built in the modern economy. He explains the cash flow quadrant, a framework introduced in his earlier work, to show the different ways people earn income. The four quadrants, employee, self-employed S, business owner B, and investor I, represent four fundamentally different mindsets and income strategies. Most people stay in the E and S quadrants, trading time for money. The rich, however, build their wealth in the B and I quadrants, where leverage, systems, and assets generate scalable income. Kiyosaki emphasizes that moving to the right side of the quadrant requires new skills, new thinking patterns, and often a completely different environment. Traditional education prepares people for the left side of the quadrant, where job security and specialization matter. But financial freedom requires the ability to build teams, create systems, sell ideas, and manage risk, skills rarely taught in school. This is where network marketing enters the conversation. Kiyosaki stresses that network marketing is not simply a way to earn money. It is a practical training ground for transitioning from the left side to the right side of the quadrant. Unlike starting a traditional business, which can require large amounts of capital, legal knowledge, and operational expertise, network marketing provides a low-cost, low-risk entry into the world of business ownership. He highlights several ways network marketing supports this transition. It teaches leverage. Success requires building a team and helping others become successful. The exact principle behind the B quadrant. It focuses on personal development. Network marketing forces people to confront fears of rejection, improve communication, and develop leadership habits. It provides mentorship. New distributors receive support and coaching from people who want them to succeed, something rare in traditional employment. It strengthens financial thinking. Participants begin to understand recurring income, duplication, and the value of systems. Kiyosaki clarifies that not everyone who enters network marketing will become wealthy, just as not everyone who starts a traditional business becomes wealthy. The point, he says, is that network marketing opens an entirely new path to financial growth, especially for people who lack capital, experience, or business connections. The chapter ends by reinforcing a core principle. Choosing the right path matters as much as hard work. If someone stays in the wrong quadrant, their effort will always be limited. If they learn a new way of thinking, one based on leverage, leadership, and growth, their financial potential expands dramatically. Chapter 2 serves as an invitation to rethink how wealth is created and to recognize that there are many legitimate paths, not just the one society traditionally endorses. Chapter 3 introduces the first of the 8 hidden values that Robert Kiyosaki believes make network marketing a uniquely powerful business model. The value of true equal opportunity. Unlike traditional educational systems or corporate environments, where success is often influenced by background, credentials, or social connections, Kiyosaki argues that network marketing provides a level playing field where anyone can learn, grow, and build a business. He begins by pointing out that most people think they live in a society that rewards merit. In reality, many systems operate on hierarchy and gatekeeping. Your educational history can determine what jobs you qualify for. Your financial situation affects what opportunities you can pursue. Even your social circle can influence whether people take you seriously. In short, equal opportunity exists more in theory than in practice. Network marketing, however, is built on a different foundation. Kiyosaki highlights several reasons why it creates a more equal environment. Low cost of entry. Traditional businesses require capital, expertise, and operational management. Network marketing businesses typically require a small startup fee and no prior experience. This allows people from any financial background to participate. No formal qualifications needed. Degrees, resumes, and corporate titles are irrelevant. Success is based on learning, consistency, and personal development. not credentials. Everyone starts at the same level. There are no promotions based on favoritism, politics, or seniority. Your success is directly connected to your effort and your ability to help others succeed. Support is built into the system. Instead of competing with colleagues as you might in a corporate job, you work within a structure where leaders actively support new members. Your upline benefits when you grow, so mentorship becomes a natural part of the business. Kiyosaki stresses that equal opportunity does not mean equal outcomes. This is a crucial distinction. In network marketing, people receive the same tools, training, and the same business model, but the results vary based on attitude, discipline, and personal growth. This is why he believes network marketing is fairer than many traditional paths. The system does not limit people, but people can limit themselves. Another major point Kiyosaki emphasizes in this chapter is the idea of emotional equality. Many individuals have been conditioned to doubt themselves because of their past failures, upbringing, or limited confidence. Network marketing works as both a business model and a personal development system that helps people rebuild self-belief. Through repetition, teamwork, and mentorship, individuals gradually overcome emotional barriers that once held them back. Kiyosaki uses examples from his experiences with Rich Dad to illustrate how emotional development often matters more than technical knowledge. People who would normally never consider themselves business-minded can thrive when given the right environment and encouragement. The chapter closes by reinforcing the central theme. Network marketing provides one of the rare platforms where everyday people can access entrepreneurial skills without gatekeepers. The equal opportunity lies not in guaranteed success, but in the freedom to grow, learn, and build without restrictions. Chapter 3 sets the stage for understanding how the network marketing industry develops people, not just incomes, and why this first hidden value may be the most empowering of all. Chapter 4 focuses on the second hidden value Kiyosaki sees in network marketing: its ability to provide practical, life-changing education that most people never receive in school or in traditional workplaces. While schools teach academic knowledge and job-specific skills, Kiyosaki argues that the education needed for financial independence, communication, mindset, leadership, and emotional strength is largely missing. Network marketing, he says, fills this gap. Kiyosaki begins by addressing a core issue. Educational systems were designed to create employees, not entrepreneurs. The focus is on memorization, specialization, and compliance, skills useful for stable employment but insufficient for creating wealth. He highlights that many people graduate with degrees yet lack confidence, financial literacy, or interpersonal skills. As a result, they often feel stuck in jobs, unable to take risks or explore new opportunities. Network marketing offers a different curriculum. Instead of teaching theories, it teaches behaviors and habits through real-world practice. Kiyosaki outlines several key areas of personal development that network marketing consistently strengthens: communication and people skills. Participants learn how to talk to people, listen effectively, present ideas, and handle objections, abilities essential in any business environment. Kiyosaki emphasizes that these are not just sales techniques. They are foundational life skills that improve relationships and self-confidence, personal confidence, and mindset training. Many people carry emotional or psychological limitations. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, and fear of judgment often prevent them from growing. Network marketing confronts these fears directly through everyday actions: calling prospects, presenting products, and working with teams. Over time, people develop resilience and a stronger self-image. Leadership development. Unlike corporate environments where leadership roles are limited, network marketing allows anyone to grow into a leadership position by helping others succeed. Kiyosaki notes that the real test of leadership is not managing employees, but inspiring volunteers, and network marketing provides exactly that environment. Financial education. Without teaching complex theories, network marketing introduces concepts like leverage, passive income, duplication, and long-term thinking. These ideas shift a person's understanding of money from earn and spend to build and grow. Kiyosaki repeatedly emphasizes that exposure to these ideas is often the turning point. that leads people toward wealth-building behaviors. Another major point in the chapter is the power of experiential learning. Instead of learning through textbooks, participants learn through real interactions, trial and error, and continuous feedback. This mirrors how entrepreneurs actually learn, making the model effective for developing business-minded individuals. Kiyosaki also acknowledges that traditional jobs rarely encourage personal growth. Employees do what they're told, follow guidelines, and avoid risk. In contrast, network marketing pushes people to take responsibility, think independently, and adopt a growth-oriented mindset. The chapter closes with a reminder: education only becomes valuable when it leads to transformation. Network marketing, in Kiyosaki's view, is not simply about selling products. It is about educating people in ways that reshape their behavior, confidence, and financial future. Chapter 4 reinforces that the industry's greatest gift is not income potential, but the personal growth that empowers people to pursue bigger goals in every area of life. Chapter 5 introduces the third hidden value that Robert Kiyosaki believes sets network marketing apart: the power of a supportive community. In everyday life, most people underestimate how much their social environment influences their mindset, confidence, and financial outcomes. Kiyosaki makes the case that one of the greatest advantages in network marketing is the opportunity to surround yourself with people who want to grow and who want you to grow with them. He begins the chapter by explaining a core principle learned from Rich Dad. Your income tends to mirror the income level of the people you spend most of your time with. This isn't because of luck or status. It's because your environment shapes your expectations, your habits, your attitude, and the limits you place on yourself. When people spend time with friends who complain, stay stagnant, or avoid risk, they adopt the same behaviors. When they spend time with ambitious, growth-oriented people, they rise to that new standard. Kiyosaki notes that many individuals struggle financially not because they lack intelligence or opportunity, but because their environment reinforces fear and small thinking. Comments like "be realistic," "that won't work," or "don't take risks" often come from well-intentioned friends and family. But these messages discourage growth. Network marketing creates a different kind of social environment. Kiyosaki describes several characteristics that make this community uniquely empowering. A culture of encouragement. In most workplaces, people compete for promotions, recognition, and positions. In network marketing, however, leaders grow by helping others grow. The community is structured so that your success is tied to the success of your team. This naturally creates a culture of support and positive reinforcement, a circle of like-minded individuals. Participants meet people who share similar goals: financial independence, personal development, and a commitment to improving their lives. This shared mindset helps individuals maintain focus even when they encounter setbacks. Role models who provide guidance. Instead of supervisors who manage tasks, network marketing provides mentors who teach skills, model confidence, and demonstrate what long-term commitment looks like. Kiyosaki emphasizes that mentorship is often missing in traditional careers, an environment that normalizes growth and risk-taking. When you're surrounded by people constantly learning, experimenting, and pushing themselves, those behaviors become normal. This helps individuals break out of limiting patterns and adopt more entrepreneurial habits. Kiyosaki also addresses a common challenge. As people grow, they may outgrow old social circles. Some friends may feel threatened or uncomfortable when someone pursues a different path. This is why building a new environment, one that supports your goals, is essential. The chapter ends by reaffirming that success is rarely achieved alone. People need encouragement, accountability, and positive examples. Network marketing's greatest strength, according to Kiyosaki, is not just the business model, but the community of people who push each other forward. Chapter 5 reinforces a key idea. If you want to change your financial life, one of the first things you must change is the company you keep. Chapter 6 explores the fourth hidden value Kiyosaki attributes to network marketing: the importance and economic power of networks. While most people think success comes from individual effort, Kiyosaki argues that in the modern economy, the real leverage comes from the size and strength of one's network. This chapter explains why network marketing teaches this lesson. more effectively than traditional jobs or businesses. Kiyosaki begins with a simple truth. Wealth in the 21st century is built through networks, not through isolated effort. He points to examples across technology, business, and finance. Companies like Microsoft, Amazon, and Facebook became dominant not just because of their products, but because of the networks they built. These networks allow their value to grow exponentially, not linearly. Similarly, successful entrepreneurs rely on their professional relationships, customer bases, and communities to scale their impact. Yet most people have never been taught how to build or use a network. Traditional education focuses on individual performance and competition. Students sit alone, take tests alone, and are rewarded for personal achievement, not collaboration. Later in the workplace, employees often protect information, avoid sharing opportunities, and compete for limited positions. This environment discourages cooperation and limits growth. Network marketing flips this structure. According to Kiyosaki, it is one of the rare business models where the success of the individual depends on building a network of strong, capable people and helping them succeed as well. The structure teaches participants several important concepts. The value of duplication. In a traditional job, a person relies on their own time and skills. In network marketing, the goal is to teach others to replicate the system. This creates duplication, which leads to leverage, the foundation of the business owner quadrant. The skill of expanding influence. Participants learn how to reach new people, introduce ideas, maintain relationships, and communicate value. These skills translate directly to entrepreneurship, sales, leadership, and personal branding. Building trust-based relationships. A network only grows when built on credibility and genuine support. Kiyosaki highlights that teaching others, mentoring, and providing consistent encouragement build loyalty and long-term stability. Understanding long-term residual value. A network becomes an asset, unlike a job, where income stops when work stops. A well-built network can continue generating value if people remain engaged and active. Kiyosaki also emphasizes that many people underestimate the financial and emotional benefits of having a strong community. A supportive network provides guidance, motivation, and shared experience, elements essential for personal and financial growth. The chapter highlights a core message from Rich Dad. Poor people work hard, rich people build networks. Kiyosaki believes that network marketing gives ordinary people the opportunity to practice this principle in real life without requiring large amounts of capital or prior experience. Chapter 6 ends by reinforcing that networks are more valuable than individual strength. In a world where businesses rise and fall based on connectivity, the ability to build and lead a network is one of the most important financial skills a person can develop. Chapter 7 focuses on the fifth hidden value of network marketing, the development of a person's most essential business skill, the ability to sell and communicate value. Robert Kiyosaki argues that while many people avoid selling or feel uncomfortable with it, the truth is that selling is a foundational skill in every part of life, whether someone chooses to acknowledge it or not. Kiyosaki begins the chapter by redefining the meaning of selling. Most people associate selling with pressure, manipulation, or aggressive persuasion. He explains that true selling is none of those things. At its core, selling means communicating an idea clearly and confidently so that others understand its value. Parents sell ideas to their kids. Employees sell their ideas to managers. Entrepreneurs sell their vision to investors. In everyday life, people constantly sell without calling it selling. The problem, Kiyosaki notes, is that traditional education does not teach communication or sales skills. Schools reward those who memorize information, not those who can influence, inspire, or persuade. As a result, many adults enter the workforce lacking the ability to present ideas effectively. This limits their opportunities for advancement, leadership, and financial growth. Network marketing serves as a practical training ground for developing these communication skills. Kiyosaki highlights several reasons why the industry is effective at teaching this. Real-world practice in a low-risk environment. Participants must talk to people, present products, and explain the business model, but they do so in a supportive setting where mistakes are expected. and learning is continuous. This hands-on repetition builds confidence faster than classroom learning. Learning to handle rejection. Many people fear selling because they fear hearing no. Kiyosaki emphasizes that overcoming this emotional barrier is one of the greatest advantages of network marketing. By experiencing rejection repeatedly in a supportive environment, individuals develop emotional resilience that carries over into other areas of life. Understanding the psychology of communication. Success in network marketing requires listening, identifying needs, and matching solutions to people's goals. This builds empathy, emotional intelligence, and the ability to connect with others. Developing presentation and teaching skills. As participants grow, they begin teaching their teams, presenting at meetings, and sharing their vision. These leadership-level communication skills are valuable in any entrepreneurial or corporate setting. Kiyosaki stresses that communication is more important than product knowledge. People don't succeed because they know everything about a product. They succeed because they know how to communicate its value effectively. Network marketing strengthens this skill systematically through repetition, mentorship, and real-world interactions. The chapter also highlights a key lesson from Rich Dad. The ability to sell is the engine that drives every business. People who avoid selling often limit their financial potential, while those who master it create opportunities, build influence, and move into leadership roles. Chapter 7 concludes by emphasizing that network marketing does not just teach people how to sell products, it teaches them how to sell themselves, their ideas, and their vision. This is why Kiyosaki considers it one of the most important personal development platforms available. Chapter 8 introduces the sixth hidden value of network marketing, the development of leadership skills that most people never learn in traditional education or employment. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes that leadership is not a title or a position. It is a learned skill set, grounded in personal growth, communication, and the ability to inspire voluntary action. Network marketing, he argues, offers one of the most effective real-world environments for building these abilities. Kiyosaki begins by explaining that traditional workplaces often confuse management with leadership. Managers supervise tasks and maintain order. Leaders, however, influence people, build trust, and motivate others to follow a shared vision. True leadership requires emotional intelligence, clear communication, and the willingness to grow alongside others. These qualities are rarely taught at school and are often inaccessible in traditional jobs. Because most employees remain in structured roles, network marketing shifts this dynamic. People cannot simply order others to perform. Everyone involved is an independent distributor, meaning participation is voluntary. This forces leaders to rely on inspiration, clarity, encouragement, and relationship building rather than authority. Kiyosaki stresses that leading volunteers is the ultimate test of leadership, because success depends on belief, respect, and trust, not power. The chapter outlines several leadership skills naturally strengthened in network marketing. Leading by example. You cannot push people into success. You must model the behavior. Leaders in network marketing demonstrate consistency, discipline, and personal development. Their team mirrors their actions, so leadership becomes a responsibility rather than a title. Teaching and coaching. Effective leaders focus on duplication. This means training others to do the same actions confidently, presenting, selling, communicating, and building their own teams. Teaching strengthens clarity and deepens understanding. Encouragement and emotional support. People entering network marketing often face fear, hesitation, or self-doubt. Strong leaders help them overcome these emotional barriers through reassurance, shared experience, and positive reinforcement. Vision and long-term thinking. Leaders must continually remind their teams why the work matters. They help people see beyond short-term rejection and understand the long-term benefits of building a network. Vision is what keeps people moving even when challenges arise. Accountability and responsibility. Kiyosaki stresses that real leaders take responsibility for their results. They do not blame their team, the product, or the company. They examine their own actions and adjust accordingly. This mindset shift is foundational for anyone moving from the employee quadrant to the business owner quadrant. Kiyosaki also explains that leadership development is one of the greatest returns on investment in network marketing. Even if someone eventually chooses a different career, the leadership skills they build, communication, influence, resilience, team building, remain valuable for life and can elevate them in entrepreneurship, corporate work, or personal relationships. The chapter closes with a core lesson. Network marketing does not just build businesses, it builds leaders. Chapter 8 reinforces that leadership is not about commanding others, but about becoming someone worth following, a principle central to every successful entrepreneurial journey. Chapter 9 introduces the 7th hidden value of network marketing, learning how to stop working for money and start building assets that generate long-term income. Robert Kiyosaki returns to one of the core principles he learned from his rich dad. The rich focus on building pipelines, not buckets. They focus on systems that produce ongoing results rather than trading time directly for income. Kiyosaki begins the chapter by explaining the problem with traditional employment. Employees earn linear income. This means they are paid only when they work. If they stop working, the income stops. The system leads to financial insecurity because time is limited, and no matter how skilled a person is, they cannot scale their income beyond the hours they personally work. He contrasts this with leveraged and residual income, which is income earned from assets, systems, networks, or investments that continue generating value even after the initial work is done. This type of income is what creates financial freedom. Kiyosaki emphasizes that most people want this kind of income, but they were never taught how to build assets or how to think like asset creators. Network marketing becomes relevant here because it teaches individuals how to create a business asset rather than relying solely on personal effort. When someone builds a network that can operate, duplicate, and grow independently, that network becomes a long-term income-generating structure. Unlike traditional small businesses, which often require high overhead and constant supervision, network marketing assets are built through mentorship, duplication, and leadership rather than capital. Kiyosaki outlines several principles that network marketing reinforces. Building a pipeline instead of carrying buckets. The metaphor is simple. Employees carry buckets of water work hours. Entrepreneurs build pipeline systems. Network marketing trains people to construct pipelines by building teams and teaching duplication. Leverage through people. Success depends on helping others succeed. When team members become capable leaders themselves, the network expands and income becomes more stable and scalable. Understanding value beyond labor. People are taught to see their time as limited, but their network as unlimited. This mindset helps shift focus from what can I earn today to what can I build that will keep earning tomorrow. Adopting a long-term perspective. Kiyosaki stresses that building assets takes time. Those who expect instant results often quit early. Network marketing teaches patience, discipline, and a long-term view of financial growth. Qualities essential for anyone aiming to move from the employee quadrant to the business owner and investor quadrants. The chapter also addresses the emotional shift required to stop working for money. Many people are conditioned to seek security, not freedom. Network marketing encourages individuals to confront their fears, trust their ability to grow, and embrace the uncertainty that comes with building a long-term asset. Kiyosaki closes the chapter by reaffirming a core message. Financial freedom is achieved not by working harder, but by building assets that work for you. Chapter 9 reinforces that network marketing is not simply about selling products. It is about learning to create something that produces income long after the initial effort, aligning perfectly with the mindset of the rich. Chapter 10 highlights the 8th hidden value that Robert Kiyosaki believes makes network marketing uniquely meaningful. It helps people reconnect with their dreams and gives them a practical path to pursue those dreams. This chapter focuses less on technical business mechanics and more on the inner transformation required for long-term success. Kiyosaki begins by explaining a reality he has observed for years. Most adults stop dreaming. When people are young, they imagine bold futures, becoming entrepreneurs, artists, travelers, innovators. But as they grow up, responsibilities, fear, and financial pressure gradually shrink their sense of possibility. Many settle for security instead of ambition. They trade dreams for paychecks. Kiyosaki argues that this is one of the biggest obstacles to financial independence. People who no longer dream lose the motivation to grow, take risks, or build assets. They fall into routines that keep them comfortable but stuck. Network marketing, he says, is powerful because it forces people to wake up their dreams again. Several key points are emphasized in the chapter. Dreams provide the energy required for growth. Building a business, any business, requires resilience, patience, and emotional strength. People who lack dreams quit easily because they have no compelling reason to endure challenges. Dreams create internal fuel. The environment encourages people to dream again. Network marketing events, meetings, and mentoring sessions regularly expose participants to others who are pursuing goals beyond their current circumstances. This community-normalized ambition helps individuals rediscover desires they once buried. Shifting from survival thinking to vision thinking, Kiyosaki explains that most people operate in survival mode, focused on bills, job stability, and monthly obligations. Network marketing gradually introduces vision mode, where people think about long-term goals, time freedom, impact, and legacy. This mental shift is crucial for anyone aiming to transition from the employee mindset to the entrepreneur mindset, a realistic path to more time and freedom. Kiyosaki stresses that dreams require time, and time requires financial freedom. Network marketing, with its emphasis on residual income and leverage, offers a structured pathway toward creating more free time. Even if someone does not become wealthy, the effort to build a network introduces them to the habits, skills, and mindset needed to pursue meaningful goals. Another major theme is that dreams help people overcome fear. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of embarrassment. These fears limit personal growth. But when a dream becomes strong enough, fear loses its power. Kiyosaki observes that people who reconnect with a bigger purpose become more courageous and persistent. Kiyosaki concludes the chapter by reinforcing that the real gift of network marketing is not the compensation plan or the product line. It is the opportunity for ordinary individuals to take control of their lives again. By rediscovering their dreams, they start making decisions based on possibility rather than fear. Chapter 10 reinforces a core lesson. People don't succeed because they are talented. They succeed because they are driven by a dream big enough to pull them forward. Chapter 11 explores the ninth hidden value of network marketing, its positive influence on marriages and partnerships. Robert Kiyosaki argues that financial stress is one of the most common sources of conflict in relationships, and network marketing can help couples grow together both financially and emotionally. By giving them shared goals, shared challenges, and shared victories, Kiyosaki opens the chapter with an observation from his rich dad. Money problems rarely stay just financial. They often become relationship problems. When people face financial pressure, communication breaks down, blame increases, and couples drift apart. Traditional jobs typically keep partners on separate paths, different schedules, different pressures, different career environments. Network marketing, however, offers a model where both partners can participate, communicate, and grow together. He outlines several ways network marketing can strengthen marriages and relationships. Shared vision and goals. Couples working traditional jobs often pursue separate goals tied to their individual careers. In network marketing, the business becomes a shared project. Partners talk about dreams, strategies, and long-term goals together. This builds unity and forward momentum. Improved communication. Network marketing requires clear, positive, and consistent communication skills that naturally carry over into marriage. As individuals learn to listen, encourage, and resolve challenges in their teams, they often apply those same abilities at home. Personal growth for both partners. Because network marketing emphasizes personal development, both individuals work on mindset, confidence, emotional control, and leadership. Kiyosaki notes that relationships improve when both partners grow rather than when only one evolves, while the other stays stagnant. A supportive community environment. Many couples feel isolated in their financial struggles. Network marketing brings them into a community filled with other couples working towards similar goals. This shared environment provides encouragement and reduces the sense of isolation. Kiyosaki also emphasizes the importance of financial alignment. When couples understand concepts like leverage, residual income, and asset building together, they develop a healthier relationship with money. They begin to make joint decisions based on long-term thinking rather than short-term survival. However, Kiyosaki is clear that network marketing is not automatically beneficial. It depends on how the couple approaches it. He outlines the potential traps. If one partner grows while the other refuses to develop, conflict increases. If a partner dismisses or criticizes the business, it can undermine confidence and create emotional distance. But when both partners participate, even if one is more active, network marketing can strengthen teamwork. The business becomes a training ground for responsibility, patience, and problem solving, all of which improve a marriage. Kiyosaki closes Chapter 11 by reinforcing the idea that a strong partnership is an asset in itself. A couple aligned in vision, communication, and mindset becomes more resilient, more capable, and more confident. Network marketing, he argues, provides a unique environment where partnerships grow not just financially, but personally. Chapter 11 underscores a simple principle. When a couple grows together, they win together both in business and in life. Chapter 12 presents the 10th hidden value of network marketing: its ability to create sustainable, low-risk family businesses that strengthen relationships, build generational skills, and introduce children to entrepreneurship early. Robert Kiyosaki explains that many wealthy families maintain their financial strength through family-operated businesses where values, skills, and assets are passed on from one generation to the next. Network marketing, he argues, provides an accessible version of this model for everyday families. Kiyosaki begins by highlighting a key insight from Rich Dad. Real wealth is often built and preserved through family businesses, not through salaries. Families who work together learn teamwork, responsibility, and financial literacy. Children exposed to entrepreneurial environments grow up thinking differently about money, opportunity, and risk. Meanwhile, families that rely solely on employment income struggle to pass on financial skills because the job itself isn't transferable. Network marketing stands out because it offers a simple, low-cost business framework that families can participate in together without needing large capital, technical expertise, or complex operational structures. Kiyosaki outlines several unique benefits: an entry point into entrepreneurship for the whole family. Unlike traditional businesses, network marketing does not require employees, buildings, inventory management, or high financial investment. This allows spouses, parents, and even mature teenagers to take part in the activities, learning communication, sales discipline, and leadership. A safe environment to teach business values to children. Kids learn by observing their parents, seeing mom or dad present ideas, manage time, train others, and lead a team. Gives children early exposure to entrepreneurial thinking. Kiyosaki believes these values lessons are often more important than academic lessons. Shared goals strengthen family unity. When families build a network marketing business together, they discuss dreams, finances, strategies, and progress as a team. This increases communication and creates a unified mission. Instead of arguing about money, families focus on building assets that can improve their future. Transferable business skills across generations. Because network marketing emphasizes personal development, leadership, communication, and mindset, these skills naturally pass from adults to children. Even if the children don't pursue network marketing later, the lessons prepare them for entrepreneurship or leadership roles. Kiyosaki also contrasts family businesses with traditional employment. Jobs isolate family members, different schedules, different pressures, different environments. Family businesses, on the other hand, bring people closer through shared responsibilities and shared achievements. He also addresses a misconception. Some people believe that involving children in business may be inappropriate. Kiyosaki counters by explaining that wealthy families have always included their children early, teaching them accountability, work habits, and financial confidence. Network marketing, he argues, offers a modern, ethical, and low-pressure way to do the same. Finally, Kiyosaki emphasizes that the greatest advantage of a family business is the transfer of mindset. Children who grow up seeing possibility instead of limitation develop stronger self-belief and a more entrepreneurial perspective. Chapter 12 concludes with a simple message. Network marketing gives ordinary families the chance to create extraordinary habits, skills, and traditions, building a foundation that can support generations to come. Chapter 13 presents the 11th hidden value of network marketing: its ability to introduce everyday people to the tax advantages that business owners and the wealthy have used for decades. Robert Kiyosaki argues that one of the biggest differences between the rich and the poor is not income level, it is the way their incomes are taxed and the financial structures they operate under. Network marketing gives individuals a low-risk opportunity to shift from the employee tax system to the business owner tax system. Kiyosaki begins by emphasizing a central lesson learned from Rich Dad. The tax code is not designed to punish people. It is designed to reward certain behaviors, especially business ownership and investment. Employees generally pay the highest percentage in taxes and have the fewest deductions. Business owners, on the other hand, can deduct legitimate business expenses before paying taxes, significantly reducing their taxable income. Most people never experience this advantage because they never own a business. They stay in the employee or self-employed S quadrants, where income is taxed at the highest rates and deductions are limited. Network marketing offers an accessible way to move into the business owner B quadrant, giving individuals access to tax benefits typically reserved for entrepreneurs. Kiyosaki outlines several key advantages. Tax deductions for legitimate business expenses. When someone participates in network marketing, many everyday costs can become tax deductible if they are used for business purposes. A portion of home utilities if working from home, travel for training or meetings, educational materials, communication tools like phones or internet. Kiyosaki stresses that people must follow tax laws properly, but the potential deductions are significant. Lower tax rates for business income. Business income is taxed differently than wages. In many countries, business owners pay taxes after deducting expenses, while employees pay taxes before they see their paychecks. This structural difference is one reason the rich accelerate their financial growth, while others fall behind. Learning how money actually moves. Network marketing helps people understand cash flow. They learn to track expenses, report income, keep records, and operate like business owners. These habits develop financial intelligence and prepare individuals for larger ventures later. Transitioning from consumer to producer. Kiyosaki explains that consumers pay taxes at every step of the economic chain. Producers, business owners receive incentives because they contribute to economic growth. Network marketing allows people to take their first step into the producer category without needing significant capital. Kiyosaki also emphasizes that the tax advantages of network marketing are not loopholes. They are legal incentives governments provide to encourage entrepreneurship. The key is education and responsible record keeping. He ends the chapter by reinforcing a core message from the Rich Dad philosophy. It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. People who understand tax law, leverage deductions ethically, and operate with a business mindset gain long-term advantages that employees never experience. Chapter 13 reinforces that network marketing is not only a personal development and leadership platform, it is also a practical entry point into the financial systems that help the wealthy stay wealthy. The Business School by Robert Kiyosaki brings together a simple but powerful message. Network marketing is less about selling products and more about building people. Across 13 chapters, Kiyosaki breaks down the hidden values that traditional education overlooks: mindset, communication, leadership, leverage, and the ability to build real assets instead of trading time for money. The book repeatedly highlights that most people stay trapped on the left side of the cash flow quadrant because they lack financial education, not ambition. Schools teach you how to work for money. They don't teach you how to make money work for you. Network marketing offers a low-risk, low-cost way for anyone regardless of background to learn business skills, build confidence, and understand leverage through duplication and teamwork. Kiyosaki frames network marketing as a personal development system wrapped inside a business model. It teaches individuals to handle rejection, lead volunteers, communicate value, and develop emotional resilience. It also reconnects people with their dreams, something many adults lose as they get buried under bills, fear, and routine. A major takeaway is that success in network marketing isn't guaranteed, but the skill set you build is guaranteed to make you stronger as a leader, communicator, partner, and future entrepreneur. Whether someone stays in the industry or uses it as a stepping stone, the personal growth gained is long-lasting. Kiyosaki closes by reminding readers that the rich build networks, assets, and systems. Network marketing offers ordinary people the chance to practice these wealth-building principles in real life. If this breakdown helped you see the book in a new light, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a powerful financial insight. And comment below, what's the one skill you think people need today to build real financial freedom? Your answer might spark the next video.